Welcome to episode 9 of Beastars. Last episode ended with that blackout, so I want to see if there's going to be anything serious in the aftermath of that, if anything happened. We just had Legoshi meeting up with Haru where she called out Louis's name, which was pretty devastating, and Juno saw that, so I'm worried about what actions Juno might take, but yeah, I'm excited to watch it, so we're going to do that and discuss it at the end. Subtitles and timer are on the screen if you want to follow along that way, or you can pull up the episode on your own, but either way, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, play. While the OP plays, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Beastars comes out every Sunday, with other videos every single day of the week. And if this is only going to be one core, we're nearing the end, which sucks, because it's been great. Every episode has been consistently entertaining and well done. Check out the description down below as well for Twitter and Discord if you want to hang out there and talk about stuff, and Patreon where you can support the channel, get these videos early, vote in polls, and all that. Yeah, thank you. I'm guessing the season will end with the Meteorite Festival actually happening, and we'll see what happens there. As far as I know, there still hasn't been any, official statement of episode count. But it would seem to probably only be 12 or 13. We'll see what happens. Alright. I love that art style. What exactly was that? She, in Japanese, of course. Same, whoa. Kanji or pronunciation or something as, death. So he was like in a slaughterhouse or something. I don't know. He was just a prisoner in some way. He was number 4. I love the art style here. Holy shit! Even at 5, you didn't know how to speak? I guess even before that, he didn't have a good normal life. Holy shit, I had no idea. Oh my god. I had no idea that Lewis had gone through something so dark. That's horrific. No wonder he wants to show that herbivores can be strong. After going through that... And he was taken in by this guy, bought by him. He was bought to be the head of this esteemed deer family. Damn, seeing him like that? Can't even speak? All he can do is growl? For dear life. I get it. He had never even seen an adult herbivore. As far as he knew, they never made it to adulthood. Holy shit, this is insane. I had no clue that he went through all this as a kid. Oh my god. Holy fuck, this is still going too. It just keeps going. Holy shit. This is insane that we're getting this all of a sudden. Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like he was holding it to his throat. Wasn't going to let himself be eaten. All right. So you needed an heir. God damn. Holy. How common is that? How often does things like that happen? How many people have been through things like that? Wow. In this world. I guess he knew that someone who went through something like that would have some kind of strength within them from that tragedy. Oh yeah, Tem. The murder from the very beginning. Trembling at the top of the shaft. Not gonna make any jokes. Won't do it. At least we're finally addressing it after not at all for the majority of the show. Which, I mean, they had other shit going on. The police are the ones doing the work. Yeah. That's true. So you think there's no point to tell her how you feel? He's still contemplating it. Maybe you should go for it. Never know what'll happen, but, wow, he went in there quick. Holy shit, I thought he just ran off. Went in the doors. That was a quick runaway, though. Yeah. That gave so much fucking insight into him. Holy shit. Oh my god. What are you doing? Whoa! What the fuck? I mean, Louis started out pretty jerkish, but then we quickly grew to understand him, and he became a lot more sympathetic and likable and interesting. But now that just adds so much more on top of it. Yeah, you just tried to fucking kill his ass. What? Why? Is that it? That's it. Wow. Holy shit. Well, that's bad. No, fuck off. The greatest girl out there. Yeah. He respects him. He's like, he deserves it. He likes her. He can respect Louis. So he's like, if they're together, then that's how it is. I'm not going to be one to come between them. I shouldn't do that. Damn. And I mean, yeah, like, if people are together, you shouldn't try to come between them. Of course, he doesn't know the details of their relationship, and just confessing your feelings can't necessarily hurt. Could, but, So damn, now people are trying to kill him just for that shit. There's so much conflict. It's great, I love it. We got the Juno and Haru stuff too. Nope. Oh, hi. Nice. Always crouching down to talk to her on her own level. Yeah, how you gonna do that? That sucks. Are you gonna just say it? Really? Just right here? Are you gonna be able to? Oh, yeah. No. Oh, she interrupted it. Did she know what he was saying? Could she tell what he was about to say? And so she interrupted it because she's like, no, 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 let's not deal with that awkwardness. Oh, she's just trying to avoid this awkward situation, but that's not the best way to handle it, you know? Yeah, exactly. Okay, she's like, that's too sudden. It's too weird. At least she understands immediately how he does feel. That's amazing that he actually did it, though. That he actually decided to confess and went through with it. Holy shit. Wow. I feel like something's gonna go wrong there. She's not gonna show up because Juno's gonna kidnap her or something. Juno, what if like Juno and some of the other carnivores team up to capture her as like bait for Louis so they can kill him? I could see that happening. It's a wolf. It's pretty weird, right? Whoa! And there it is. The kidnapping happened even sooner than I thought. I thought it'd be a little while before then, but it happened immediately. The shoe! Well, god damn it. You know what she smells like. The damn lions. Seems, having the mayor be a lion seems troublesome. That's racist. It sounds like it when I say it like that. It's pretty funny. Anyway. Damn. Well, shit. Corruption! Legoshi doesn't know yet. He's gonna find out right now. Will predict where your love will lead. Love fortune. Oops. Oh, yep, the outage was on purpose. Seems like, I don't know if it was specifically for her, or just for whatever they could get, but obviously they didn't get her during the outage, because Legoshi showed up. God damn. Fucking lions. Well, fuck! Oh my god. This is bad. This episode is dark as shit. With the Louis stuff at the beginning? Oh my god. No. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. At least that was put to a stop. My God. Yeah, let's. Yeah. She's 18. It's all good, guys. The bunny is legal. Oh, I'll treat you with respect. Now take off your clothes. It's by your own will. I'm just telling you to do it. So it's not bad at all. It's perfectly fine. And if you don't, I will do it forcefully. But I do respect you. Holy shit. You know, I'm not just gonna murder you out of nowhere. I'm gonna put the gun to your head and tell you, give me your money, or I'll murder you. And if you don't give me your money, I mean, what choice do I have? That's not even my fault. Shit. Bunny boobies. Oh god, this is fucked up. Oh, okay, all right. Well, there you go. Did you just take a picture? No, he opened a door. I was like, are you taking pictures of herself? God damn. This is dark. Yeah? Are Louis and Legoshi gonna have to work together? So I was wrong about Juno, though, at least for now. I thought it'd be students who did it. Nah, fuck that shit. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's interesting. Yeah, you do have a. He does have a weird face. He made himself look more kind so he could become the mayor. That's interesting. A proud lion. Oh man, he's talking about like just, society at large here, sacrificing one girl for that. But nah, fuck it. Couldn't do it. Not gonna let it happen. Whatever happens, happens, but can't stand by and let that shit go down. That's what a shonen protagonist would say. What are you gonna do, Louis? I like how I've slowly started switching over to Louis, but I still say Louis sometimes. Oh, that's nice. Ah, fuck. Don't know. Uh, is is the when it says Leo group, is he saying Shinsengumi or something like that? Because I know lion in Japanese is shishi, I think. So maybe it's the Shishigumi, which would be a play on the Shinsengumi. But it sounds like he's saying Shinsengumi or something like it, which is hilarious. I'll have to listen to it back. Sure you can. Fuck it. I mean, that's true. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, but I'm not gonna... Me hiding my strength. You know, that's not putting other people in danger. he punched him across the fucking yard and then immediately was like, oh my god, are you okay? Whoa. Fuck, why is this show so good? What the hell's going on? Absolutely ridiculous. Why is this one of the absolute best shows of the year? Like, it's a 9 out of 10 right now, probably. It's holy shit. Let's talk about that one and then have to wait before the next one comes out. Alright, episode 9. Holy shit. I mean, this show has been fantastic the entire way through, but goddamn, some of the stuff that we get in this episode is absolutely insane, and got really, really dark. Opening the way that we did, with that information in that animation style, was so surprising. Just to suddenly get that at the beginning of the episode, and to know that Lewis has gone through so much, I had no idea. He's been a really interesting character. He was introduced as kind of a jerk, and then we learned more about him and understood him, sympathized. He's grown more likable and interesting, and he's got a lot going on with Legoshi and Haru and everybody, and he's been fun to watch, and now learning about what he's gone through here, my god, so much more sympathetic even, and with all the shit that he's dealing with in the present now, this conflict with Haru. Man, the animation, just the art style in that opening scene was so cool. Studio Orange, fuck. Like, they've only made a couple shows so far, but they've just done such a great job. What they do with CG is so good, and all these different animation styles they use. Damn. Like later when Legoshi is confessing to Haru and they make those funny faces, just any times that they break out into slightly different drawing styles. They've done, of course, the opening is the way that it is. There was that like watercolor-esque scene before, and now this. For Louis to be sold like that as a 5-year-old and to go through all that was unbelievable. So much trauma at such a young age, and even before that, I don't know if his parents sold him, if they just never cared about him and eventually sold him, if he was taken. Because, I mean, even at age 5, he didn't even know how to speak. So clearly there was rough shit going on his entire life. Being sold off like that, being in the situation he was in, given the knife and told to fend for himself and being willing to kill himself rather than be eaten. To see Louis now so poised and respectable and everybody in the school loves and respects him, and to see him as that little kid who can't even talk and he's just growling with a knife and trying to fight for his life. Holy shit. That was insane, and just to learn that happens. You know, we saw the dark market before, and so to see an even worse side of the underbelly of society, that's crazy. And I have no idea how many people may have similar stories, maybe not to such an extreme degree, but how often do bad things like that happen? And I love when he said that was the first time he had seen an adult herbivore. So I guess that must mean he must have been from a very, very young age, like from a baby before he can remember anything. either given up by his parents or taken. If he had never seen an adult herbivore, he had never seen his parents. So he must have been into that shit from very early on. And they sold him once he was big enough to be worth eating, I guess. Man. But I love the implication of that line where he may not have even known that, like, herbivores could make it to adulthood just from everything that he had experienced. And then Haru's situation with getting kidnapped. And I don't think it's actually meant to be a play on the Shinsengumi. It just sounds like it. It is Shishigumi. I looked it up, which is funny. Just lion is Shishi. Because Gumi, I think, means like a group of some kind. And obviously they're a very different type of group than what the Shinsengumi was. But I can't deny the closeness of the words, and it does sound similar, and it's just kind of funny. But yeah, either way, it's the Shishigumi, the Leo group, whatever. And for her to be kidnapped, them throwing the knives, holding her down, getting her to strip, that was dark, that was fucked up. The guy, like, lifting up her skirt. And then, the gall of that one lion, like, I respect you. Take off your clothes. You see, I'm not going to forcefully do it. I'm just telling you to do it. Or else they will. And oh my god. Fuck that shit. I just want to examine you and make sure you're, good enough for eating. Trying to act all respectable and polite when you're being such a fucking piece of shit. That sucks for her to be in that horrible situation. It sucks that she had to get kidnapped. I like Haru. I like all the characters. They're so well written. They're so good that I want her to be around to just contribute as much as possible. So it kind of sucks that she has to be kidnapped and saved. You could bring up just the damsel in distress thing, but there's nothing inherently wrong with a character being kidnapped. Kidnappings happen. That's a thing that can happen in a story. Sometimes they're going to be men, sometimes they're going to be women, and it all just depends on what you do with it. I usually have a problem with it if somebody is kidnapped, like, all the time. I was watching that show Akashic Records recently, just like randomly on in the background while I did other shit, and there were like 4 arcs in the show because it's a light novel based show, and the first 3 arcs this girl literally got kidnapped in all 3, and I was like, what the fuck? Do something else. Come up with a different impetus for a story other than this girl being kidnapped. Or if a character is just really boring and they have nothing to them other than being a damsel. But Haru is a very well-written, interesting character, so it sucks that this happened to her, that she has to be out of the picture and go through all this shit. But I can't wait to see what it does for her character, for everybody else who gets involved, and it adds a lot to the world building, for sure. It's not just some random thing, learning about Louis' backstory at the beginning, and then this, and how the mayor is involved, is really fucked up, and you see just how dark this is, and I want to read the manga just to see how much more there is, how much darker it gets, how much more we learn about, and they also touch on the murder for the first time in forever in this episode, reminding us that, yeah, that happened, and we still have no idea who did it, and people trying to attack Louis now in the present. It's dark. It really is, and I just want to see more of the world outside this school and how fucked up things are going to get. With the mayor, I always thought his face looked fucking weird. Also, if you go back to the blackout scene last time, they do say that they were doing that intentionally to get Haru, apparently. In that scene, there's like one frame or one quick shot where you actually do see one of those lion guys in the background. But Legoshi got to her first. So that is awesome. I, of course, didn't notice that in the moment. I don't know if anybody would have unless they knew to look for it. But yeah, Legoshi had actually saved her there, which is awesome. But yeah, those guys, the mayor, plastic surgery to make his face more likable, fake teeth, getting rid of the fangs to make himself electable and presentable, and just logically speaking, if we want to take the Kyubey approach and just think, well, yeah, I mean, we're sacrificing one person for the good of society. And you understand where he is coming from, because now that we see all of this darkness that this society has within it, we see that it could probably be close to getting a whole lot worse. We don't really have a good grasp on, how exactly widespread shit like that is, like what Louis went through, but it could become a lot worse, probably fairly easily, and that's one reason I'd be so tempted to go to the manga after it ends, just to see if that happens, what kind of stuff does happen, what kind of state does society find itself in after something like this. Like, this could have huge consequences. It wouldn't just be, oh, she got randomly kidnapped and then we got her and yay. It could be a really big deal for society as a whole. And so, I was thinking of it from my typical shonen protagonist perspective of, I don't give a damn. What do you say is going to happen to society? I care about this person and I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to sacrifice somebody that I care about. Speaking of Shinsengumi, that's a very Gintama thing, a very shonen thing, just in general, a Steins Gate thing. Like, I don't care about World War III or dystopia, I just want to save the people I care about. And so Legoshi just punching the shit out of Louis. And then I loved how he punched him and sent him flying, then immediately was worried about him. And just them getting into that fight like that. Legoshi stepping up, being just one of the best anime characters I've seen in so long. Just one of the most relatable and likable. And he's grown so much. Holy shit. The fact that he did all that he did it. He confessed his feelings to Haru. He actually did. That takes a lot of guts. And he actually went through with it, and that was a really cute scene of her being all kind of awkward and embarrassed and just kind of not knowing how to handle it. I was like, oh, no. But then she heard him out, and that was really nice. And as soon as they said, oh, let's meet here at sunset, I'm like, okay, she's getting kidnapped. But I thought it would be more of the students involved, because we had the build-up with Juno and with the other students who wanted to hurt Louis. So I thought there might be a little collusion there and taking her to get to him and they both get what they want. But it actually, it's much bigger than that. It's genuine adult Yakuza. It's a way bigger scale. So that Juno stuff, that could come up at another time, maybe in a future season or in the manga. I think this is kind of going to be our big arc to finish off the anime, so whatever's going on with Juno might have to be on hold a little bit, or maybe she'll put her antagonism aside and work with them for now. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to get her out of this, but I can't wait to see everybody who participates and gets involved in some kind of rescue operation. I don't know, but yeah. Holy shit, it's just really great. And Louis, man, that was hard to watch at the end, with the mayor talking about that and trying to get Louis on his side, explaining all of his point of view, which, again, it does make sense, and even going as far to say that he'll have his past erased. And we know that Louis goes through all this. It makes so much sense why he is the way that he is, why he wants to show the strength of herbivores so much with his past as fucked up as it was. Wanted to be the Beastar and having to deal with people going against him for that. Carnivore, he didn't even know that happened. Legoshi squashed that before he even realized what was going on. But yeah, people are like, oh, carnivores won't be on top, so I'm trying to take him out now. That's just so fucked up. And he just bought into it. He's like, yeah, I can't do it. He's very conflicted. He has to convince himself. He even says it. He's like, come on, convince yourself. He's just forcing himself to believe that this is the right thing to do, even though on a basic level he does care about Haru enough to want to go save her. He's convinced himself that this is how it has to be, and so Legoshi just starts punching some sense into him, and holy shit, this episode was fucking intense. It was dark as hell. This was a 10 out of 10 episode. This show is goddamn credible. It's fucking great. Everybody should watch this. There are some people who are just kind of turned off by the style, which I don't really understand. Some people just say like the anthropomorphic animals are weird. I don't really get that. I guess if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. Nothing you can do about it. But I don't know. What characters look like is pretty meaningless to me. It is what it is. It's fine. And I just think they've done so much with the concept. The characters are just some of the absolute best that you're gonna see in so much of anime. And it's just so well done. It's so well written. It's absolutely worth anyone's time. The Zootopia comparisons were really interesting at the start, and it's turned out to be very different from that, which I assumed. They had their similarities, but I figured it would go in its own direction. But it's kind of a good jumping off point, because that's one way I told my girlfriend about it, actually. We were watching Zootopia. I had told her about the giraffe with trypophobia, because she has trypophobia, and then we were watching Zootopia just cuz, and I was like, oh yeah, that show I told you about with the giraffe, that's a lot like Zootopia. Well, not a lot, but it has its similarities, and that just got her interested, and I told her it is very different and a lot darker in many ways, but it got her interested in it, and so I told her that we can watch it once it ends and once I've watched the whole thing. So it's kind of a good jumping off point to just explain on a very basic level the gist of what's happening here, like with animals living in the society, carnivores and herbivores living together. But then you watch it and you get this whole new experience, and it's great. And yeah, fuck. And we still have no idea about the identity of the killer, and I don't know how much that will ever really even be touched on. Of course, this isn't just like some detective mystery show, you know, that's up to the police, and they're doing their work. There's not much the other characters can do about it, which is why we haven't really heard much about it for so long, for the majority of the show, but to bring it back up here is good, just as another good thing Lewis is doing. I love how there's so much to his character, and so much to his name. I pronounce it 2 different ways all the time. But, yeah, just in addition to everything else, and Legoshi really believing that he is worthy of the title of Beastar, and seeing him visiting Tem's grave and everything, not wanting to interfere in their relationship, and yeah, I mean, understandable, like, if they're together, if they have these feelings for each other, understandable. But of course he doesn't know the details about how they can never really be together, and how he kind of just uses her, even though he does care about her on some kind of level, and how there are definitely issues with the way their relationship is. It's a hard decision to make. Like, do you share your feelings? Like, you know, do you just let that be? Of course, trying to get between people who are happy together is a fucked up thing to do, but just letting your feelings be known, do you do it? Because that could cause some kind of drama, that could make some things worse. But is it good to risk that, just to let the truth be out there, just to say, hey, I'm not trying to stir anything up by telling you this, I just want to be honest and let you know. And the fact that he actually did it, while acknowledging how he called her like the greatest girl in the world, and he actually really respects Louis too, but he did it anyway. It's so good. I love it. It's just so relatable, such great issues that they deal with that reflect on our society in such interesting ways with such good characters, and I cannot wait to see more, and it sucks that the next episode isn't out right now, but for now, let me know your thoughts on this episode, and we can talk about it more in the comments below. Do you love the show as much as I do? Because I think it's pretty fantastic, so subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. Check out the Patreon, link down below and all that stuff. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.